Hello, BookTube. I have another mail haul for you. I think the third or the fourth one we've done in February of 2017. It's the morning UPS delivery. It's not many, it's just 4, but there are 2 boxes to end with. So we'll start with this, one of these vacuum-packed white things. And we'll see if there's anything outstanding. Something outstanding would be nice. So what is this? Okay. This looks like a finished paperback. Oh, good lord, it is. This is a finished paperback. This is a reprint. Reprint? Yes. It's $16, but it doesn't say now in paperback. That's odd. No, it's a paperback original. Okay, it's a paperback original. And as you can see, I wonder if we can actually find out who this is. Yes, the cover design is by Nathan Burton. And as you can see, if you remember The Impossible Fortress or half a dozen other books, he gets a lot of work. He doesn't really vary his game. This is called The Doorposts of Your House on Your Gates by Jacob Bacharach. Who's Jacob Bacharach when he's at home? He's the author of The Bend of the World. His writings appeared in the New Republic and the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. He lives in Pittsburgh. And this is a paperback release original. How I wish more books were. I really do. It's, oh God, it's The Return of the Sun. Oh God, help us. I mean, this thing is still egregiously overpriced. It's still going to be $18, $16 for a paperback that costs $3.10 to make. But still, $16 is better than $30 for an author you've never heard of to give it a try. So let's see. This is a modern retelling of the story of Abraham, Isaac, and Sarah. It's the provocative and unnervingly tender follow-up to his acclaimed debut, The Bend of the World. Fleeing from the ruins of a love affair in Manhattan, Abby Meyer, once a pioneer in sustainable architecture with an ego to match. Why would an ego match that vocation? Maybe she's just insufferable. Leads his wife, Sarah, to the rusted river valleys of western Pennsylvania to set up shop with his sister's real estate outfit. Though a skeptical man by nature, Abby claims to be chasing the tail of an unexpectedly heavy vision. One that seems to haunt rather than bless the Meyer family as they quickly become embroiled in political and familial machinations of Fayette County, Pennsylvania. Years later, Isabel Giordani makes the same pilgrimage to accept a job at the mildly effective nonprofit Future Cities Institute. There she meets Abby's son Isaac, the spitting image of his father in his penchant for clever pronouncements and pitch-perfect insults. Okay, but you're a spitting image physically. You're not a spitting image with characteristics. That's all right, though. Isabel, whose interest in Abby is not, as it turns out, merely professional, contrives to become close friends with Isaac and catapults into the strange orbit of the Myers' absurd, often sordid, family life. Okay. All right, so this comes out probably February. No, March. This comes out in mid-March. It is upper middle class Connecticut divorce. Migrated just a bit to Pennsylvania. Then we have one of these things. These things, they go through a conveyor belt and just get stamped down rather than anything human putting them in here. It can be very annoying. Oh, good. All right. This is the finished copy of Running by Kara Hoffman. Okay. This, I think, comes out soon. Yeah, this comes out on February 21st. And we've seen this before. We saw this in ARC here on this channel. As runners. It's about runners. Expats who trawl train stations in search of unsuspecting tourists to bring to low-end hotels in exchange for drink money and a free place to stay. I never got to the galley. I haven't read this yet, so I will do that. Now that I have a finished copy, I'll do that right away. All right, so we're 2 for 2 for novels, and now we've got the boxes to do. Let's see here. We're going to put our garbage. There we go. I still have a reflex against just dropping garbage onto the floor to get it later, because I still think I have dogs that are going to pounce on it and tear it to pieces or run off with it. Isn't that amazing? That reflex never goes away. I don't have dogs that will do that anymore. They absolutely will not do that anymore. They are unwilling to move. They are, I don't know if you can see, they're sound asleep on that side. There's Malin Moore, and sound asleep right next to me. So my little hippo. They wouldn't. I could drop a steak on the floor and they wouldn't get up and go. Anyway, okay, all right. This is from Bison Books. I'm going to resist all of the predictable commentary. This comes out in. Oh, it's out already. It comes out the 1st of February. It's by Mel Ayton, and it is called "Plotting to Kill the President." Assassination attempts from Washington to Hoover. I wonder if this is just attempts and not successes. Yeah, it looks like it is. It looks like it's oh, interesting. That's good. That's a neat twist. So it's all about the attempts, not about the successes. That's fascinating. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so this is Potomac. A lot of imprints on this thing. Who is this anyway? This is the University of Nebraska Press. This is their Potomac Books imprint. And who is Mel Ayton when he's at home? The author of numerous books, including Hunting the President. He's a history consultant for the BBC and National Geographic Channel and the Discovery Channel. Okay. All right, February 1st. I wish they'd gotten this to me sooner, but I'll read it tonight. It's a subject that deeply interests me, so I'll read it tonight. And see what we can do with it. Obviously it's too late to interest any editor in a review of it, but I can always review it myself for Open Letters. Thanks to my colleagues at Open Letters, thanks to the way we have things set up there. I have the Open Letters Weekly section on the oh God, what's happening here? What earth is that? What on earth is that? Technical difficulties, I tell you. Anyway, as I was nattering, my colleagues at Open Letters Monthly created the Open Letters Weekly space on our front page, essentially for me. I mean, anybody can write there, but I think they did it in order to accommodate the freakish rate at which I read and write, so we could have more reviews. And I'm incredibly grateful, because in the years that spot has been there, it's become known to publishers and known to authors, and so it's not a blog. It's a nice venue. It's a nice little venue where I can review anything I want, in addition to the other venues where I write. But anyway, let's move on. Last one. So we're split even in terms of nonfiction and fiction. This is University of Nebraska Press. This is American Journalists in the Great War. Rewriting the Rules of Reporting by Chris Dubbs, who is a military historian living in Edinburgh, Pennsylvania. And he's worked as a journalist, editor, and publisher. You know what that means. If he's worked as a journalist, editor, and publisher, that means he's going to want his book to be readable. And that's great. I see that. If I see somebody has worked as a journalist and is now writing history, I breathe a little sigh of relief on the inside. It doesn't always turn out to be justified, but if you've worked as a journalist, you have worked in a situation where you are accountable for every word, where your prose can be cut from the bottom, where you have to grab attention and hold it, or there's somebody right behind you in the newsroom who will, on the same subject, and you won't get that story again. He's the author of America's U-Boats and the co-author of Realizing Tomorrow. Okay, great. So this is all about journalism during World War I, on which I don't think I've read anything much. I read some essays on it when the Modern American Library did a collection of World War I journalism. I've read articles here and there, but this may be the first full-length scholarly book that I've ever read on the subject. This comes out on the 1st of March. Great. Fantastic. I don't know if you can see, the cover is actually charming. Look at the word press of this old jalopy with the spiked helmet German soldiers all around. All right, so we've got American journalists in the Great War plotting to kill the president, running about go-go boys in Athens, and the doorposts of your house and on your gates. A modern retelling of Abraham and Isaac. And Sarah, who laughs when the angel of the Lord tells her that she will conceive. She laughs. Anyway, that's a quote for a Bible study video. So there you have it. That is a small UPS delivery to get us through. And I'll probably see you later today. Thank you, BookTube.